What happened yesterday? Nah. AI takes on Unreported CSAM. Unveiling Vox's 2024 Future Perfect 50. Netanyahu and Gallant face ECC. Warrants, this and more in your Nugget News for 22 November 2024. Bitcoin's knocking on the door of $100,000 as investors bet big on a friendlier crypto climate from President-elect Donald Trump. Since his re-election, Bitcoin surged more than 60%, with Trump promising a crypto haven in the USD. He even called Bitcoin a scam before, but now he's all in, accepting campaign donations in crypto and dreaming of a national Bitcoin reserve. Plus, as a cherry on top, Gary Gensler, the crypto hardliner at the CE, stepping down. Talk about timing. Still, remember, Bitcoin's a roller coaster. It plunged to less than $16,000 from $69,000 last year. So be ready for those ups and downs. Just like a spicy Bitcoin burrito. Let's hope we don't bite off more than we can chew. Guess what, space enthusiasts? The giant space launch system rocket just made a leap, or rather a lift, towards sending 4 astronauts on the Artemis 2 mission. NASA's crew at the Kennedy Space Center managed a jaw-dropping crane maneuver to stack the left booster of the SLS onto the mobile launch platform. This marks the beginning of the rocket assembly that'll send astronauts on a funky 10-day trip around the moon. Standing at a whopping 322 feet when done, this tower of power will unleash more thrust than a stampede of elephants. They're ready to stack and roll as this mega mission takes flight, minus the part where they actually recover the boosters after launch. But hey, who can say no to a bit of rocket drama in space? A new study reveals a slight rise in the percentage of Americans who've ditched meat, but it's still pretty modest. From 2005 to 2020, the number of meat-free households ticked up just a bit. However, other households are gobbling up more meat than ever, with a 15% increase relative to other groceries. The research indicates that recession-resistant meat prices and the allure of dining out could be the culprits. While some point to media coverage of factory farms or meatless celebs like Billie Eilish, the real question looms like a juicy steak. Will the meat consumption curve ever beef over? The UN Climate Change Conference, COP29, wraps up in Baku, but the real action is off-stage, as weather-related woes forced at least 6.6 million to pack their bags in 2023. With a stampede of 20.3 million movements overall, most were stirred by watery dramas, floods, and storms. The Philippines and China took the hardest hits with millions displaced. Experts bark about the need for action, citing global injustices where those least at fault suffer the most. With a wave of climate change summits behind us, global carbon pricing might be the next nail in the coffin for greenhouse gases. Chaos erupted at Gatwick Airport when a suspected prohibited item forced a terminal evacuation. The explosive ordnance disposal team was called in to handle the situation, while security measures included cordons and traffic disruptions, leaving passengers like Lawrence cooking a lurch with flights on hold and scant updates. Meanwhile, in a related scare, a suspicious package by the US Embassy in London prompted a controlled explosion by the police. Now, perhaps the only thing louder than these bangs is the sound of travelers' frustrations reaching new heights. Stay tuned for more turbulence. The AI revolution in classrooms gets a courtroom drama. In Massachusetts, the Harris family's legal battle against Hingham High School just hit a wall. Their son, caught using AI to breeze through a history assignment, faced consequences from the school, and the parents weren't having it. They argued the lack of AI-specific rules in the student handbook was grounds for action, pushing for grade changes and record cleanups. But the court had other ideas, siding with the school. With AI-generated citations from imaginary books, this case was one plot twist shy of a sci-fi novel. Seems the moral of the story is, when you're AI fighting trouble, there's no shortcut to justice. Woohoo! Vox has just dropped their 3rd annual Future Perfect 50 list, revealing the brightest minds shaping tomorrow. Featuring amazing talent like Christopher Nolan, Billie Eilish, and Jose Andres, this list showcases innovators aiming to make a real difference across 6 impactful categories: animal rights, AI alignment, battling poverty and health issues, mental expansion, climate change warfare, and envisioning the future. Each honoree not only flaunts astonishing achievements, but also epitomizes a belief in the power of progress. Dive into this exciting vision with exclusive interviews with folks like John Green on Vox's socials. Progress is definitely cooking with this list. The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and the elusive Hamas leader Mohammed Deif, accusing them of war crimes. While the likelihood of them being tried at The Hague remains slim, these warrants certainly complicate their travels abroad, as 124 signatory countries are now obligated to arrest them if they drop by for a visit. As if international travel wasn't already a hassle. To add to the tension, arms deals with allies could face strains due to the legal complications. The charges accuse Netanyahu and Gallant of restricting civilian essentials in Gaza and conducting attacks against civilians. The ICC might not have a direct way to nab them, but the warrants are definitely a legal storm cloud hovering over them. When the ICC announced arrest warrants for Israeli leaders Netanyahu and Gallant over alleged war crimes, it ignited a political firestorm in the U.S. Many American politicians, previously head over heels for Netanyahu, now fumed at the International Criminal Court's decision. While Biden's administration dismissed the court's authority, tech-savvy Senator Lindsey Graham insisted on punishing the court for outrage. Defying party lines, Palestinian-American Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib praised the ruling, demanding an end to US-Israel arms deal. A whirlwind of opinions swirling around, only missing popcorn. In an exciting development for child safety, Thorn and Hive are teaming up to revolutionize how we tackle the insidious problem of unknown child sexual abuse material, CSAM, online. This dynamic duo has just unveiled an API that leverages cutting-edge AI to sniff out previously undetected CSAM. This advancement is a huge leap forward, marking the first time AI technology is scaled to hunt down unreported CSAM. They're using advanced machine learning models that help flag new or previously unreported materials with risk scores, making human review much swifter and snappier. While the AI is promising, humans still play a crucial role in overseeing this process. Hive CEO assures us that endless testing has made the tool pretty accurate, with the aim of keeping false positives in the not-so-fun zone. Just like bees making honey, these platforms need tools focused on shooing away the sting of online exploitation. That is all. Remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff.